One Piece, 10 Things About Its World That Don't Make Sense. The world of One Piece is certainly unique, but there's a lot about it that doesn't make much sense. The Shonen Juggernaut. One Piece is surely one of a kind. Series creator Eiichiro Oda's work will undoubtedly last the test of time. From its iconic art style to its nuanced narrative, this series has it all. Since it will be ending somewhere in the near future, now more than ever is the time to get into this odyssey. Despite the acclaim that this series has garnered over the years, it isn't without its flaws. Throughout the series run, there have been unanswered questions, plot inconsistencies, scientific inaccuracies, etc. Here at CBR, we are well aware that this is a fictional story, and that these critiques do not impact the quality of the story. It's just comical to point these things out. With that being said, let's get into it. 10. How do transponder snails work? One Piece has the oddest technology ever seen in a manga series. Their method of communicating is via snail, for crying out loud. When this piece of technology was introduced in the series, a few questions came to mind. How do transponder snails work? Are the snails trained first? How exactly do they contact other transponder snails? This technology is very odd. 9. Marine age requirement. Considering the fact being a marine is a highly dangerous career, there should be an age requirement, correct? Kids as young as 16 are permitted to join. Kobe was only 16 when he joined. It's true pirates set out to sea at any age, but those are pirates. Luffy was 17 when he set out to sea, for example. Shanks was also a lot young when he became a pirate. A military organization should have some kind of age requirement for constituents who want to enlist. 8. Shandorians having wings. When the Straw Hats make it to Sky Island, they come in contact with the inhabitants of the region. Fans notice everyone that lives in this area, including the Shandorians, encompasses wings on their backs. Considering the fact these people have been living in the skies for centuries, this is obviously a result of evolution. However, it became confusing. During the flashback, when viewers noticed that the Shandorians possessed wings on their backs, prior to the knock-up stream transporting their land to Skypiea. Maybe Oda forgot to remove the wings. Who knows? 7. Public school. One Piece has a form of government, military organization, legal tenure, a prison to keep the most dangerous criminals, but it seems to lack an education system. Do they have a free education in the world of One Piece? Homeschooling has been seen in the series. When Sabo was a child, he was homeschooled. Albeit homeschooling is fine, not everyone can afford to be homeschooled. What about the children who come from poor families? It is true, in the Wano arc, kids can be seen attending a class, but that's the only time we actually see a group of children receiving some form of education. Moreover, the teacher was falsifying historical facts about Wano, so they're not learning anything. 6. Everyone speaks the same language. This series has a huge world with many cultures and religions, so how is it that everyone is able to understand one another? Perhaps the world government is behind the reasoning of everyone speaking the same language. It may have something to do with the Void Century. Although the New World is territory that the world government does not have complete control over, which means not much of the history of this part of the Grand Line hasn't been tampered with. Which means it would make more sense if the residents of the New World would speak a different language. 5. The weather. One of the reasons why the Grand Line is feared by many is the unpredictable weather patterns. 1 minute, it's a sunny day. The next minute, it's a blizzard. Due to the bizarre weather in the Grand Line, islands maintain the same climate, year-round. Seeing that climate is based around the location of the region and the Earth rotating around the Sun, this doesn't make much sense. In order for Drum Island to be cold year-round, it literally has to be located near the North or South Pole. And yes, One Piece fans, the North and South Poles do exist in this world. Buggy and Shanks hilariously argued over which one was colder. 4. Humans having unparalleled strength. A lot of the characters are naturally strong in this series and they're human beings. The main protagonist, Monkey D. Luffy for example, possesses a tremendous amount of strength. He does have another power, but his rubber abilities have nothing to do with his strength. It makes sense that Jinbei and Arlong are strong seeing that they are not human, they are fish men. Regular humans such as Usopp and Nami do not possess that kind of strength. Usopp got ripped over the 2 years the Straw Hats were apart, and it's still doubtful that he would stand a chance against Luffy or Zoro in a one-on-one fight. Are Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji descendants of powerful humans? 3. The Giant Jack. The Giant Jack is a very interesting topic when discussing the Skypiea arc. It's odd that something such as that managed to grow on Skypiea while being deprived of soil or Verth. It was already on Skypiea prior to the movement of Shandora, courtesy of the Knockup Stream. Moreover, it grew immensely tall, which makes its presence even more confusing. 2. Why hasn't someone other than Luffy tried to find One Piece? It seems that no one is trying to find One Piece, with the exception of the main character of the story. Well, even if they were interested in finding it, they would run into some issues. Since Nico Robin is the only one left that can read the road poneglyphs, anyone's search for the One Piece may be pointless. It still feels as if someone should have found Raftel by now. Especially after Luffy and his crew were gone for 2 years. 1. The origins of the devil fruits. The origins of the devil fruits have been a popular question among the One Piece fandom for years now. As of now, all we know that they originated from the Grand Line. It seems highly unlikely that people keep getting their hands on devil fruits and no one knows where they come from. Doflamingo for instance managed to track down the Mera no Mi, which was used by Ace. Considering Ace's devil fruit is extremely rare, how did he manage to find it? Doflamingo was a very powerful individual, but it doesn't make much sense how he was able to find it. Moreover, they say once the previous owner of the devil fruit dies, it miraculously comes back. Ace hasn't been dead for that long, which means someone has to know where devil fruits come from.